Yeah, welcome back to the SportsMax Zone. We turn our attention to track and field. The penultimate leg of the Zurich Diamond League season took place in Zurich earlier on Thursday, with 4 Caribbean athletes registering wins. 2 Jamaicans won their respective 400-meter hurdles events. Cheyenne Salmon produced a lifetime best at 52.97 seconds to claim a surprise victory, her first Diamond League win. Salmon won ahead of the USA's Olympic Games silver medalist Anna Cockrell, who produced 53.17 seconds. USA Shamir Litter completed the podium, running 54.07 for third. In the men's equivalent, Russian Clark ran a season's best 47.49 seconds to win ahead of Qatar's Abdurrahman Samba, who ran 47.58 seconds. Estonia's Rasmus Maggi finished third in 48.08 seconds. Alison Dos Santos, the world champion back in Eugene 2022, did not finish the race. The other 2 Caribbean winners came in field events. Grenada's Olympic Games bronze medalist Anderson Peters won the men's javelin throw with 85.72 meters. Germany's Julian Weber was second with 85.33, and Japan's Genki Roderick third with a throw of 82.69 meters. And Jamaica's Wayne Pinnock, yes, he was the other Caribbean winner. He turned the tables on Greece's Olympic champion Miltiadis Stentoglu. In the men's long jump, Pinnock won with a leap of 8.18 meters. Stentoglu leapt 8.02 meters for second. And at the end of the competition, the Olympic champion said he had absolutely no motivation to go out there and deliver anything significant. Switzerland's Simon Ehammer was third with a leap of 7.98 meters. The other Caribbean podium finishers were St. Lucia's Julian Alfred, the Olympic 100 champion, running 10.88 seconds, beaten in her first race post the Olympic Games by the American Olympic silver medalist Sha'Carri Richardson, who won in 10.84. Yeah, of course, it was Alfred's first race post the Olympic Games. And that is where we begin this discussion with the women's 100 meters. Great to see Julian Alfred back out there and competing after her Olympic successes. Gold in the 100 meters, silver in the 200 meters. And sometimes, Lance and Mariah, it can be so difficult after you've gone to the highest of highs, because that is what happens when you win an Olympic title, and to bring yourself back down to compete on the circuit again. But at 1088, I would say that was still a solid performance coming from the Olympic champion, even though she was beaten by a very good run from Sha'Carri Richardson. This is probably how Sha'Carri would have hoped the Olympic final went.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, Sha'Carri is somebody that really thrives under pressure. So, you know, not getting the result that she wanted at the Olympic Games coming into this, you know, Sha'Carri is also an athlete that you can see by the things she says and the manner in which she trains and everything. She gives it her all. So today she'd be happy with the result, but she, as you said, Ricardo, would have wished it came during the Olympic period. Julian Alfred, also happy to see her amongst the podium winners today. I think I expected her to medal, but I didn't expect her to get gold, and it's mainly because of the pressure that she would have put on her body in the Olympics and, you know, coming off of such a high season.
Yeah, she just didn't look that explosive today, especially coming out of the blocks, which is part of the reason why she has been so dominant. But she ran well mid-race, but Sha'Carri finished faster than she did. So that was really the difference between the two. But a very steady run from Julian Alfred.
Yeah, and she also started leading, in my estimation, a little bit early, probably feeling Sha'Carri Richardson coming on her outside. So I think, you know, she'll look back at that and she'll think, I can fix that as well. But, you know, Lance and Mariah, I look at especially a race like the one in Zurich, which is, in my opinion, it's similar in a way to the build-up race to, or a build-up race to an Olympic Games or a World Championships.
Yeah.
I look at this as the build-up to the Diamond League finals, because that is the one at this stage of the season that is significant for me. For Julian Alfred, maybe not as significant as some of the American athletes and the Jamaican athletes who are seeking wildcard spots. If they can win the Diamond Trophy, of course, they'll get wildcard spots the next year's World Championships, which could be significant for those athletes from countries who have a lot of competition, and a competitive trials.
Yes.
But that's how I look at these races at a meet like Zurich heading into the final one. And I think Julian Alfred will look at this one and say, well, yeah, I got back out there, wasn't a bad run, things to improve, but I have 1 week to do that ahead of the finals.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a good way to look at it, right? Because as you said, you put that energy and effort when you think it matters the most. And I feel like I got that from a lot of the athletes today. They did what they had to do to get themselves on the podium, but like you really didn't see the best of them.
Yeah, saw the best of Cheyenne Salmon, though. Terrific performance, a lifetime best, 52.97. The 5th time in the history of the women's 400 hurdles that a Jamaican has gone below 53 seconds. I mean, Melaine Walker, the fastest of them all. Rochelle Clayton, the 2nd fastest. Khalees Carter, Dion Hemmings, and now Cheyenne Salmon has gone below 53 seconds. She moves ahead of one of her contemporaries in Geneve Russell, who is now 6th on the Jamaican all-time list, but a really good run. I mean, 53.82 was her lifetime best coming into 2024, and that was all the way back in 2022. She ran 53.97 last year, so she's down a full second from what she produced last season, and today was a really good run.
Yeah, and she started the 2022 campaign just under 55 seconds, 54.97, so she has progressively improved her performances, and today was, of all the 4 titles that the Caribbean won today, that for me was the most pleasing. Yes. Rashawn Clark had a pretty fast time. I don't think he was too far off his personal best, but that Cheyenne Salmon win was the most satisfying one for me.
Yeah, and a couple in the field as well. Wayne Pinnock finally beating Miltiades Tentoglu. Just want to get your quick comments on what Tentoglu said following the event. He said, I had no motivation coming out here today. The weather wasn't great either, so I really wasn't in the mood to try and do anything special. I've already qualified for the Diamond League finals. I wasn't competing here for the points. I don't need it. So what was I supposed to be motivated by?
But it's the same thing as we said, the point we were making, that, you didn't really see the best of them. Because for those that need to get things like points and everything, they'd push themselves. But it's true. He didn't have much to work for.
If you've already qualified.
And worse yet, try to pick up an injury. No. Just, stroll, do what you have to do, and you're okay.
Well, let's see what happens in Brussels at the Diamond League finals.
Very much the case. I'm pretty sure
he'll be motivated.
I would think so, yes.
Some Caribbean viewers are probably saying he is a sore loser.
No.
I guess we'll find out at the Diamond League finals. I completely understand what he is saying, though. But I also do understand when individuals say, well, you don't do that after you've been beaten by a quality
just
opponent.
say nothing.
Yeah.
But let's see what happens a week from now at the Diamond League finals. Interactive to close the show before we have to head off to CPL. 5 minutes to 6 o'clock. It's a great few days of sport coming up on the Home of Champions. Let's take a break.